The question I received is, what could happen if the United States stopped supporting the state of Israel? The United States supports the state of Israel in a number of different ways. Most importantly, in an annual $3.8 billion aid package, that's military aid only. And the second way is diplomatic cover at the United Nations, when many nations would like to sanction Israel. The United States has veto power over those sanctions and stops it from happening. What would happen if the United States stopped its support? Well, Israel needs that military aid package, not just for the money, but the United States sells Israel the very best weapons of the world that the United States produces. If Israel didn't have access to those weapons, it would be at a qualitative strategic disadvantage against our enemies. Also, our fleet of jets would break, and we wouldn't have replacement parts that can only be gotten in the United States. If we didn't have diplomatic coverage in the United Nations, Israel would be sanctioned, it would become a pariah state. People would stop doing business with Israel, and the country would dry up economically. The relationship with Israel, with the United States, and between the United States and Israel is of the utmost importance to Israel's safety and security. And until Israel can be completely independent, it's going to require that relationship. But that relationship is also good for the United States in many different ways. All of the 100% of the $3.8 billion must be spent in the United States. So it provides a tremendous amount of jobs. American intelligence is greatly enhanced from Israeli intelligence that America could not get on its own. And many of the technological weapons that are developed in the United States are developed in partnership with Israel and with Israeli know-how. So.